you're looking for a car, recreational vehicle, or a home, Central Minnesota Federal Credit Union works to keep rates low and provides quality service to make borrowing easy.
You know, I've learned in the past you don't react on your emotions right after the game. You don't go in there and scream and holler and shut the lights off and, you know, tell them they don't deserve this uniform or anything like that. You played terrible. So you go in there, and I just told them, you know, we didn't play very well. We didn't shoot well. We shot 30% for the game. Only kid that shot real well was Ben Roush. He shot at 50% and had a great second half, but so we kind of, and I think we learned from it. You know, I really think we did, and then we talked about it. We haven't watched the film yet. We're going to do that on Monday, but we do watch most all of our opponents' films before we play them, especially the first time around. We spend a lot of time on films, and I think the kids learn a lot. Everybody does film work, but I think if they like the highlight films are always good. You know, you show every basket you make. You know, but when you go through and see some of your violations as far as turnovers, you know, traveling, you know, ridiculous fouls, and we had some of those the other night. We didn't play very smart at times, and hopefully we can learn from that. Well, I think I've got a lot more concerned about those kinds of things, and in my coaching all the way through, as far as priorities, and I try to tell the parents and the kids this, and I'm sure I've had a lot of alumni come back and tell me is, you know, their first priority is, you know, their family, their spiritual commitment. You know, those two things tie in real closely together. You know, that a lot of times they have to make a choice for family or going to church or, you know, whatever it may be that has connection. There's never been a question about missing practice or whatever they had to do. And then we always figure right in there their academics, you know, try to make them be as good as a student as they can and be an overachiever, not an underachiever. I think those are big words in life. And then, of course, last of all is their extracurricular activities. And I always try to let parents and kids know that was what my priorities were and what they still are now. One of the things I've really done ever since I've been coaching, I try to be very enthusiastic publicly, and when I'm coaching, you know, I'll get on their case, but I try to do the off the court thing, talk to them privately about what they have to do to get better, and this and that, you know, that'll make you a better player, and what I'd like to see more coming out of them as far as their style of play, maybe how hard they play, with how much intensity they play, and to do things with a purpose. I used to run an offense called the Wheel, and it was a continuity offense too. And if you don't have an offense like that, if it's just special plays, you don't have a stall game or at the end of the game when you got to kind of ice it a little bit and hold on to the ball, this offense I run right now is just perfect because you can have the ball in the right people's hands. The best free throw shooters are usually, if you ever noticed at the end of our games, our best free throw shooters are usually always shooting the ball because in our offense we changed the continuity a little bit and those people are coming to the ball more. So we've got our high percentage shooters shooting those free throws at crunch time. So we do some of that. So yeah, I've changed. I've put in a lot of counter moves when they're, you know, they're switching defenses or switching and do a lot of counter moves depending what the other team does during the game. But I've run several offenses, probably 3 offenses I've been coaching, and the one I'm running right now is called a flex, and it's probably the most used offense right now in high school basketball in the United States.